Hello everyone. It's been a little bit since I've done a video, and well, I'm doing one now. I'm gonna do actually next series of videos here, next 2 or 3 are gonna be product reviews, as opposed to the science videos I've been doing. Trying a couple different things to see what everybody likes best. Really, probably should just switch to a vlog because I think that's what I'll be best at. Um, Real quick, before I get the product review. If you're on my newsletter list, you just got a free book in the mail a few days ago called Starting at Zero. I do want to hear feedback about that book. Is that a book you want to see more books in that series of? It's a short book. It's a novella, whatever you want to call it. Do you want to see full novels out of that or what? So drop me an email. Just hit reply to the newsletter. It'll show up in my email box eventually. Let me know. But this week, I want to talk about this guy. Or it's upside down. I want to talk about this guy. That's right side up. I don't want to talk about upside down guy. Right side up guy. This is a Garmin Forerunner 15, and it comes with the chest strap. So, as you know, I do a bunch of running. I've talked about it in my newsletters a few times, and I do most of my tracking on my Fancy Pants. Oh my god, there, Fancy Pants Apple Watch. Well, I had the opportunity through a friend. This video is not sponsored by Garmin. However, if Garmin would love to sponsor my videos, let me know. Because I'd definitely like to review the 735. In case you're out there, Garmin, think about it. So, somebody I know through an online running forum was giving this away because they couldn't use it anymore for whatever reason. So I grabbed it. Mainly because of the chest strap, which I'll get to in a minute. So, you can't really compare this watch to the Apple Watch. Let's just be clear about that. It would not be a fair comparison. This, the bundle with the test strap, is currently $94 on Amazon as I make this video. I'll put the link down below so you can go click on it. Without the heart rate monitor, it's, I'm on Amazon, $75 on Amazon. The heart rate monitor costs you $25. But if you're going to get this watch, you want the heart rate monitor. So, Garmin makes some great tracking watches. One huge advantage that the Garmin has over the more expensive Apple Watch is the Garmin is not tied to a platform. So, if you happen to be an Android user, or if you have an iPhone now, you think you might use Android in the future, Garmin's a better choice than Apple Watch because Apple Watch are locked into the Apple platform. So that has that one big advantage. It's also $90, where the Apple Watch it can be $300 to $400 to start. The watch does not have optical heart rate monitor, which is good because if you want to run in the cold, this can go outside your clothes. This is the one disadvantage of the optical heart rate monitor. In cold weather, if you want to use heart rate monitor, it still needs to sit next to your skin. This watch can go over clothes because it doesn't need to see your skin for the heart rate monitor. So if you want to have it like, this loose or something, it'll still work fine because it's not using an optical heart rate monitor. It tracks all the normal things, which the Amazon listing has the details, so I'm not going to spend a lot going over the details. There's a package that also comes with a foot pod, so it'll track your stride, your foot landings, and everything. As far as covering the basics of tracking, which is pace, time, and distance, and pace, time, distance, and heart rate. Those are the 4 things you need to know, really, to judge everything. Pace, time, distance, heart rate. It does them all. And it does them very well if you have the bundled chest strap. The watch itself is very simplistic. You pretty much can, you can tell the time, which is very nice for a watch. And since it's a GPS watch, it automatically sets itself. It's pretty good when a watch shows the time it is. Very, very good. So, but it does not have Bluetooth. So, it doesn't pair with any of your phones at all. 0 phones. Instead, you use this cable, which is included, and you snap it on like this, and you plug the USB thing into your computer and sync it with the Garmin software. And through the Garmin software, it'll take those pace, distance, time, heart rate, and if you have the foot pod, that information too, and bring it into Garmin's software, which is actually very nice software. It's on via web page, and it has, you know, thresholds and tempos, and you can plug in heart zones and whatever you want. It does a really good job of that. It overlays it on a map so you can see where you are in the map, and it adjusts your altitude based on, you know, what the map says, as opposed to just trusting your watch getting the altitude right. And if you're looking for a basic get into using a fitness tracker, this is an excellent choice. Like I said, without the heart rate monitor, $75. With the heart rate monitor, $95. As currently on Amazon Prime. I don't know what it is when you see this video, because you might see this video in 100 years, and it might not be for sale anymore. It also does sleep tracking. The internal battery will last 2 weeks if you don't use it. If you use it for tracking, they claim 8 hours. I didn't use it enough to find out if it actually reached 8 hours. Been seeing online people saying it's more like 6 hours. So you'll just have to see for yourself. It does track steps if you just wear it around during the day and you do one of those step challenges. It does track sleeping, which I don't ever use, so I don't know if it's any good at that, because that's kind of silly to me. When I'm asleep, I just want to be left alone. I don't need some watch tracking me sleep. Big disadvantages of this unit is that it has no Bluetooth, so it doesn't connect to your phone at all. And the display is pretty much limited. It shows you 2 things, you know, like pace and time, or distance and heart rate, and that's it, just those 2 things. It will beep at you if you violate your heart rate zones, but it'll just beep, so it won't give you any verbal cues. You need to look down at the watch and see what's going on, where your more sophisticated things like your Apple Watch actually say heart rate exceeded, or you're doing 9.7 miles per hour, whatever. This can just beep, and that's it. And it's a pretty quiet beep. I missed it a lot of times when I was running with it. The chest strap, it goes on, you know, pretty much like this. It's got a little flexible thing. I found that I had a hard time getting this small enough for my chest. I'm a size 42 in the chest, and it was tough to get this small enough, but it probably is more adjustable than I am. Anyways, you want this part here to sit right about where your solar plexus is. If you're a woman, you want it at the bra line. It's an electrical sensor, so before you put it on, you need to dampen this part and this part with a little water so it gets good connection, and it will monitor your heart rate similar to the way an EKG works. It measures the electrical impulses. Some people complain about this strap chafing, so there's a product called Body Glide. I probably have some laying around here. If you're a runner, you know all about Body Glide. In the case you're not, this is what it looks like. Looks like a stick of deodorant, see? It's lubrication. If you just put it in the places where the strap rubs, it won't chafe anymore. Great stuff. It's pretty cheap too. Get it from Amazon. Get everything at Amazon. By the way, if Amazon would like to sponsor this, that would be cool. So, the advantage of the chest strap, like I started talking about before, is chest strap can go under your clothes. You don't have to worry about it. So let's say it's pretty cold out and I'm wearing my cold gear, compression layer, and on top of that a jacket, whatnot. My Apple Watch, since it's an optical sensor, still needs to touch the skin, which means I gotta pull my warm clothing over it. And that means I can't do this while I'm running and look at it, or control the screen because it's underneath my clothes. The Garmin watch having a wire attached to it. Let's just pull that wire off. Oops, I just beeped. I don't know what's... It's complaining about something. Not having the optical sensor, using the chest strap instead, I could put it outside the jacket if I want. It could be 15 layers. As long as I can get that strap around, it'll work. And then I can look down and see the screen. For some reason, I don't know what mode I put it in. Oops. Alright. It does have a light so you can read at night. It's an LCD screen, so it doesn't display any lights without the backlight button. So that's where the chest strap actually excels over the wrist monitor. It's cold weather running. Besides that, they're basically just as accurate as each other. So, if you're looking for an inexpensive entry-level fitness tracker, the Garmin Forerunner 15, which is fairly cheap as these things go, is a great option. I'm going to try and get my hands on some more expensive Garmin's to review, but first, you all need to tell Garmin to sponsor this video. It's not going to work out for me. I actually have somebody that doesn't have any fitness trackers I'm going to give this to. I'm going to stick with my Apple Watch. Again, it's not fair to compare the $75 tracker to the $400 tracker, but this works out better for me. Like I said, the big disadvantage of this, and where this wins every time, is if you have an Android phone, or if you're one of those 5 people that sells a BlackBerry phone, or the one person out there that bought a Windows phone, you still use this, where this becomes useless. So check it out. I'll put a link down below for the watch, and I guess for Body Glide. This stuff is great. If you're a runner, you already know about this, so I don't know if I have to put a link down there. For another review coming up, I have a wireless headset review. See, I got one of these, and I got Epic 2 wireless headset, a few others. So again, nobody is sponsoring this video. I'm buying all these with cash out of my pocket. So if you want to talk to these companies and have them sponsor the video so I don't have to buy this stuff anymore, that'd be great. So watch for that review. And then, where did I put it? It's a Belkin product. Oh, here it is. I spent a week or so, 10 days maybe, traveling without a laptop. It was very interesting. And what I did is I attempted to use my iPad completely as a computer. I had this keyboard case from Belkin. See, it sits in there nice. Belkin's not sponsoring this video either. Again, if you want to talk to Belkin, I know it's an old joke, but it'd really be cool if some of these companies sponsored this product. So I'll have a review on what it's like to try and be a software designer who also writes books and makes silly YouTube videos and try to live off of just an iPad for a while. Watch for that. I'm not sure what will come after that, but those are probably the next 2 videos. So, tune in next time, because you never know. I will either do what I said I was going to do, or forget and do something else. Until next time, as Grandmaster Fido would say, may the real God of creation bless and keep you this day.